Good? It's your man, it's your boy, VACAY-J. We in the building, family. We in the building. What's good? Your boy is back. Your boy is back in the building, family. What's good? Your boy, your man, your dog, your homie. I'm back, baby. I'm back. We in the building, baby. We in the building with the baby, with the vacay, baby. What's good, fam? What's going on? What's going on? Back in the building with another live event. Come on in the room. Let me know you can hear me loud and clear. Come on in the room. If you can hear me loud and clear, let me know that you can hear me loud and clear. VACAY-JayTV, we back in the building. We here, family. It's time. It's time. It's time to talk about some good stuff, family. I'm back. We back. And yeah, you know, bringing the studio back up and getting things back going, family. I'm excited to be here with you today once again for another live event, fam. So we're going to be talking about a couple things today. Let me know you in the building before we get started. Let me know you are good. Let me know everything is good. And yeah. We here. We live, baby. We live. What's good? What's good? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel me? Let me know. Hit that like. If you're on your phone, tap that right there. Tap that. What's good? DeMarcus Vaughn is in the building. What's good, my guy? What's going on, fam? What's going on, my guy? How you doing? How you doing? All right. You can hear me loud and clear? Good stuff. You can hear this. Hello. Yeah. We back. We here. Yeah. Yeah, we back. We here.
That's my dog.
We here. You know, we got to make sure everything is right, set up right. You know what I mean? We talking about some pivotal moments right here. So definitely be ready. We're going to be talking about a lot of things. Support gaming in the building. What up to my Blue Wrench squad is in the building. They back. They ready. My vacay MVPs. The most valuable participants in the chat right here, making sure that the stream goes live and well. What you think about the vacay, baby? You know how they do it. See these babies all over the place, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let me know you can hear me loud and clear. What's good? What's good? And yeah, we're just getting prepared for, of course, tomorrow's event with all the shows coming back. Watching these new shows going on as well. I'm ready. I know the question is, are you ready for BMF? Are you ready for The Shy? Are you ready for Godfather of Harlem as well? Because there was some cliffhangers on a lot of different ones, right? So yeah. They say vacay prequel coming soon. Yeah, family. But today we're gonna be talking about some pivotal moments, man. Pivotal things is going on, man. I've been keeping you guys up for the most part. You've been seeing a lot of changes, seeing a lot of things going on. So I thought it was just like only right that I, make sure I'm clear with y'all, let y'all know what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things have been moving around. Your boy's been moving around. You see me a lot in my mobile office, right? See me a lot in my mobile office. I'm out there doing my thing on my other hustles and everything else like that. But I think we finally got a spot that we can just be right here, secure, doing our thing. And you're going to see me on other ways, not just this way. You know what I mean? But a lot going on, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody for your love and support, because going through, changes and having to pivot here and pivot there, bruh, it ain't easy. But when you're a man, you handle things like a man. When you're an adult, you handle adult things, right? So I wanted to talk with y'all just about a couple of people that I wanted to highlight, and definitely, think about it in your mind. Think about it in your mind as far as like, people that you may admire, people that you feel they were going in one direction, but you saw them switch up to change and accomplish the same goal. That's why we talk about pivotal moments right there, because everybody got to pivot at some point in their life. They got to go. They may hit a brick wall, so they got to pivot this way, but the goal is still the same. You know what I'm saying? So we know a lot of entertainers, people in the industry. The industry is crazy. Sometimes the industry is cruel. Sometimes whatever industry you're in is kind of hard, right? Sometimes it gets kind of hard because you think you're going one way and you're following this path, and sometimes just things don't work out the way you planned it. So you got to pivot, kind of move in a different direction, maneuver yourself, but the goal still stays the same. The goal still stays the same. All right. Let me see what you're talking about. Vacay, who you think is more dangerous, Hundun or Cyclops? Man, I'm gonna go with Cyclops every time. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Father's Day is coming up on Sunday. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Thank you for reminding me. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day to my father. Rest in peace to the king. I'm Junior, but rest in peace to the King James. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to all the fallen fathers. And, you know, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. If you're a father out there that's spending time with your children, that's not just throwing money at them, that's actually caring for your kids, taking care of your kids, fighting to see your kids, all right? Because I know about that too, brothers. I know about that too. You know, you want to see your kids, but you having a problem. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but you trying, keep striving to be in your child's life and to be a participant in raising that child. I could say that my pops, definitely great guy, great father. He was a great father. And even though things didn't work out with my mom and dad, he was still in my life. He was still active in my life. He still stayed real close to your boy. Because he knew it wasn't my fault. My mother and father just got to a point they didn't get along, you know what I'm saying? But my mother never tried to hold me back from him. She always, you know, she never talked bad about him either. My mother never talked bad about it. She talked, you know, about how she felt about certain situations, but she never talked bad about my dad, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, I may have had some feelings towards my dad. But again, let's start from there. Let's start from there. All right. Let's start from there, to be honest and upfront. So when you with your parents, right? When you're young, everything seems to be all good. And when things don't work out, you know, your mother got to pivot, your father got to pivot, but you as the son or the daughter, you got to pivot too. Because now either you going with your mom and your dad, most likely you're going with your mom, and you got to pivot now too, right? You was in one school, now you at another school, you know what I'm saying? And now you have to figure out who these new people are, how you going to make it. You got to get used to and adapt to different environments, a new environment. You know what I mean? So, you know, as a young man, that wasn't easy to do, but that was kind of like my first time where I had to learn how to pivot and learn how to adjust and adapt to certain situations. You know what I'm saying? Was it kind of forced on me? Yeah, it was kind of forced on me, but here we are, still adapting, still shifting, still pivoting to other things. Let me see what y'all saying here. Sport Gamer says, never got to know birth father. I'll tap that like, fam. Hit that subscribe button if you hit it for the first time. Never got to know birth father growing up. He wasn't around most of my life. He did try to reach me when I was 11, and he passed. Man, God bless you, Support Gaming. God bless you, man. God bless you and your fam, man. For real. You said I had a stepfather who I originally didn't have a good relationship, but it got better. Yeah, absolutely. I can understand that, bro. You know, I'm glad it did get better. I'm glad you did have a father figure in your life. You know, let me see. Mada Yoshia, hey, how you doing? You see, I'm from Southeast Asia. I just want to know if it's true. Yes, it is. It is. It is. It used to be worse, but depends on the area, depends on the state, depends on where you are. But yes, thank you for asking that question. And yes, it does happen. Not all the time, but it does happen. It does happen. Nah. No, look, you're asking the honest question and you're asking the right question right now. You're asking the right person the right questions. And I'm glad you came directly to us, coming from South Asia, to ask this question. So, what's up, Monique 69 Ways? How you doing? How you doing? What's good? What's good? So we talking about pivotal moments. And of course, we know a lot of celebs that have had pivotal moments. If you want to share your pivotal moment where, you felt your life was going this way, or you had a goal you were striving for, you hit a brick wall, and then you had to make that turn, pivot, do something else, but still go towards the same goal. That you have to pivot, adjust, adapt. That's what we have to do. I could tell you there's been many times in my life where I had to pivot, but I'm gonna bring up a couple of folks, man, a couple of folks that I want to highlight that I know had to pivot, right? So I'm watching. Okay, family. So I am giving this Tyler Perry's Divorce Sisters a chance. I'm giving it a chance. I'm trying to watch it. I'm trying to get into it. I know y'all ladies, y'all into it. Okay, cool. So I'm giving it a chance. I'm gathering what's going on first before I make an assessment. That's the best way to do it, right? But I can tell you the person that's on the show that I admire, and I've been admiring her for a while. I've been watching, but I never really spoke about it. But now that I see that she's continuing to go, this young lady right here, LaToya Luckett, fam. LaToya Luckett, man, she had to pivot. She had to pivot like crazy, right? Used to be down with the child of the destiny, but look at her now. You know what I'm saying? Super pivot right here, where you've not only seen her in Divorce Sisters, but you've seen her in a lot of different shows. She was in Raising Kanan. She's been in a lot of movies. She's been doing her thing, but she had to pivot, family, from the whole Destiny Child thing, man. That's her. When they broke up that group, man, it was like, okay, what's going on here? But she moved on. And now look at her. Major pivot move. She didn't let that one roadblock stop her. You know what I'm saying? So I want to highlight her real quick, LaToya Luckett. I like LaToya Luckett, man. You know what I'm saying? Not because she just looked good. It's just the fact that she's a soldier. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out there who are recognizable and unrecognizable soldiers when they're going through what they're going through, right? Pivotal. I don't know why I keep adding the B. Pivotal moments. Pivotal moments that make us just say, you know what? The goal is still the same. I'm just going to have to adapt and adjust and do something different to accomplish the goal. And I think she has become very well successful. She's very successful. Beyonce successful, Kelly Rowland successful. The other one, I don't know, not so much. I've seen her in maybe one or two things, but LaToya Luckett, she's doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to highlight her because I'm just watching her now in this divorce thing, and she's still going. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to keep going, even when you have haters and people that really don't want you to win, you're going to have those. That's guaranteed. People don't want you to win because it's you. People don't like you because other people are celebrating you. There's a whole lot of haters out there. I think we talked about it. But yeah, man, like pivotal moments, right? So she's done a lot. Type in below of other people that you may know in this entertainment world, because I do entertainment here, but it could be somebody in your family. You know what I'm saying? That had to, they had a goal in mind. And because they ran into a brick wall, or somebody was hating on them, or someone tried to stop them, or a gatekeeper tried to stop them, they had to pivot, do something else, but still accomplish the same goal. It may be you. If you want to share your story, you can share right here, VACAY-JayTV. If you're joining me for the first time, hit that like button for me. And hit that subscribe button for your boy. But yes, LaToya Luckett, look at her. Yeah. She fine as hell, dog. I ain't even going front. Let me see what y'all talk about. My folks, my vacay family, vacay fam in the building. What's good? All right, what's good? I see you. DeMarcus says, Rashida reminds me of Lady May of Greenleaf in Divorce Sisters. Okay. Man, I love that show, Greenleaf. Boy, I was sad when it went off the air, right? New word to be pivotable. Nah, not pivot. What up, Steven Harris in the building? What's good? What's good? Marcus says, do you remember Latoya Luckett in Greenleaf? Yes, I remember her in Greenleaf too. She's been doing her thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoever's her agent, they definitely getting her work. And man, we need her agent. You know what I'm saying? Get us in shows like that. You know, Latoya Luckett kind of reminds me as far as like the way that she makes moves and the things that she's in. Like, it's kind of, you know, Lala's kind of reminding me of that because Lala right now, she's on the Shy and she's on BMF, right? Like, and she was in Power. Like, come on, like, yeah, man. Like whoever the agent is, and it's, of course, it's not just the agent. You got to have the talent. You know, you got to know your lines. You got to hit the mark. You got to do all of that. So it's not just the agent, but obviously she has the talent. Lala got the talent, and they doing their thing. I'm not hating on Lala nor Latoya Luckett because they just doing their thing. What's going on? What's going on? Okay. Only 69 way. Okay. Yeah, so you know, Latoya Luck is one that I just wanted to highlight because you know we watching her now in Divorced Sisters, but she's been in a lot of different other things. You know what I mean? Type in below who you believe should highlight. Yeah, let's go. Super pivot right here. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. To me, like I'm loving this right here. I'm loving what I'm seeing right here. Papoose, Clarissa Shields, okay? I know everybody been talking about it, but Papoose, Clarissa Shields. Super pivot right here on Papoose's part. Now, again, nobody's perfect, but this man held it down for Remy Ma for however many years. Y'all know the story. And when he found her cheating, not just with old boy, the other rapper, but she was cheating with a girl. Like he had to move forward. He had to be like, yo, this ain't the black love that I thought I had. This ain't the, you know, the black love that I wanted. And now here we go. Clarissa Shields, she's looking good. She's looking real good. They was going to BET Awards, of course. And my man had to pivot. You know? My man had to pivot, B. So shout out to Papoose because it's like, bruh, you married. You trying to make something happen. Your lady ain't doing right by you. You know, we don't know the whole story. We just know what we see and what we heard, right? Allegedly. But from what I'm seeing, your man winning right now. Pap is winning right now. He looks happy right now. Your man took off the Yankee fitted, put on the tux, looking good with his famous all-star #1, and she should have got the award at the BET Awards in my opinion. But #1 boxer, only want to get the gold. You know what I'm saying? Did y'all see that movie? What was it on Fire or Fire from Within or something like that? The Clarissa Shields story with Shorty from Star, the girl that was in Star, the brown skinned girl that was singing or whatever. She did well playing Clarissa Shields. But yeah, I'm happy for Pap. But again, pivotal moment here where either you do what? Do you stay in the marriage, let your girl cheat, let the wife cheat, or vice versa, let your husband cheat? You stay in the marriage for the kids, or do you try to work it out? You try to reconcile, and if it don't work out, you got to move on. You got to pivot. You know what I'm saying? He's still going to take care of his child and still going to do what he needs to do, I'm sure, because he seemed to me, you know, from his public persona, he seemed to be a upstanding dude. You know what I'm saying? I haven't heard or seen anything showing that he's not an upstanding dude. Again, I don't know him personally, but my man is winning right now without the Yankee fitted on. He actually took it off, was like, yo, I'm going to show my hairline. I know they had jokes out there. They had jokes with, they said, I don't think Remy did it, but they said that there was, somebody had like a receding hairline, and somebody put it on top of Pap's head like he had a receding hair. Obviously, he don't got a receding hairline. Okay? But again, when you got money, who knows? I could care less. The fact is this. A man pivoted. Okay. And now he's living a life. Now he's with his lady. And I honestly hope that it lasts for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I think he deserves it. I think anybody that makes the attempt, whether it doesn't got to be just a dude, male, female, whatever the case is, if you trying to make something work, you get married, you go through that process, and your spouse is just not doing right by you, you got to move forward. You got to move on. And hopefully you find somebody that fits you and somebody that's going, just care for you. You know what I mean? That's at the end of the day, it's all about, do you care for me the same way I care for you? Can we care for each other at the end of the day? And from what I see, again, they could be showing whatever, but honestly, you could tell when people faking. You know what I'm saying? Like I could tell if this is fake. I really can. I've been around long enough to be like, okay, this ain't real. You know what I'm saying? It ain't real. It's fake. Nah, this is not fake. This seems to be a loving relationship. She's 30? He's 40 something in his late 40s. Weird. Thing froze up. But anyway, I mean, my man 40 something. She's 30. Like, if they're gonna have another baby and he can do it, obviously he throwing it down in the room, doing what he need to do. You know what I mean? So shout out to Pap. Shout out to Clarissa Shields. I wish them nothing but the best, fam. Nothing but the best. I wish them nothing but the best. And you can't be, there's a lot of people who may hate and be like, nah, this, that, and the third. I'm just like, bruh. Like, let the man live his life, man. He went through enough. You know what I mean? He went through enough from what we understand, from what we see. Honestly, a lot of things that Remy's saying, it just sounds like she's bitter. At this point. Just let him win. Just let him do what he needs to do. That's it. Pivot. Pivotal moments, family. Type in below. What are some of your pivotal moments in life that you've gone through that you may want to share? Let me look back and see the comments and see what y'all talking about. LaToya Luckett at the premiere of the new Tyler Perry Divorce Sisters. Yeah, she looks amazing. Yeah, I just pulled up a couple pics, man. She's doing her thing. I can't hate on people that's trying to move forward, even though there's hate. You know what I mean? There's a lot of hate out there. Even on YouTube, there's a lot of hate on YouTube. Like, you could just be doing your thing, having a good time with the people, connect with the people like I'm doing here. And people going to hate on you because they ain't connecting with the people or they can't connect. I don't know. That ain't my problem. God bless you on your journey. I hope you win because I want everybody to win. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't have to be a loser for somebody to win. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, again, LaToya Luckett, pivot, doing well, much success. Papoose, Clarissa Shields. I wish them well. I wish them well. You know what I'm saying? I want them to win. I want everybody to win. You know what I'm saying? Another pivot. Boom. Another pivot right here. I'm going to highlight this. Amarie. Now, look. This is a long time coming. I spoke about Amarie before, but, like, she had to pivot too for a while. She's coming back to the music now. But if you follow Amarie, right, singer, you know what I'm saying, Why Don't We Fall in Love? She has some joints. That first album was fire, right? And then she was working with that producer, and the producer started trying to slide her songs and her beats to Beyonce and Jay and all these other people because he became popular, and they started jacking her style and stuff like that because they liked the sound that she was coming with. They was trying to steal that One Thing song, and she was like, nah, and then she put it out. But after that, you know what I'm saying, she did a couple albums after that, but they never really hit. Some say that there was some blacklisting because she did what she did with that song One Thing. And then she pivoted to start a book club, right? And started talking about, some politics overseas. If you follow her on IG, you'll see what she has done. But she started writing her own books. And this has been like a long time, man. It's been a long time since she made her last album. And she had a couple cuts, but it never really hit the way it did like the first two albums. right? But she had to pivoted to having a book club and signings and this, that, and the third. She wrote her own book. She has her own book out right now. But I don't know. I personally requested that she comes back, like come back with some music. We've been waiting for you. Your vocals are amazing. You're amazing. And I guess there was a lot of demand, enough demand, where now she has an album coming out this year. And she's been on, she's been on IG with her producer, Troy Taylor, the GOAT. He's done stuff with what's her name? A lot of people. He's done stuff with like Kirk Franklin. He's done stuff with a lot of different people. All right. And he did stuff for Tyrese, that Sweet Lady song. He did a lot of stuff. But she's coming out with an album. She had to pivot into the book club while the music industry was trying to hate on her and try to shut her down. I'm not saying who did it. I'm not saying that I know who did it. But they tried to shut her down. She pivoted to books, right? She sold her own books and was in a whole different genre, a whole different space. But now she's coming back with her music. Okay? This is her time. This is Amarie's season. And I wish her nothing but success, man. But again, the pivot happens. Sometimes you'll want to do something, and it may not happen right now. You're going to have to pivot to something else. And then something, the pendulum will swing back to what you truly love to do. Because I believe that she truly loves music, right? You could tell she writes her own stuff. She sings her own background. She sings her own leads. She can sing. I'm saying she ain't a powerhouse like, belting like Aretha Franklin or Patti LaBelle. Nah, but she's dope. So she had to pivot, but now she's pivoting back to music. And I hope that it's a success. You know what I'm saying? I hope it's a success. But I believe it will be because she's putting out some quality stuff. And I hope the people of this generation and our generation and, everybody appreciates the harmonies in choruses and backgrounds and stuff like that, like the real music that we all know and love from the 90s and some from 2000s and you know what I'm saying, from the 90s and the 2000s. I hope y'all appreciate it. Make sure y'all stream her stuff when it comes out and support. Because to me, a story about somebody loving what they do, they have a passion for music, and then turn around, somebody you working with shice you. You know what I mean? They shice you. It's crazy. They shice you because they get popular. So now it's like, I'm going to slide these beats to over here and over there. And this was for you, but I'm going to give it to Beyonce. I'm going to give it to J-Lo. And it's like, yo, that's whack to me. You know what I mean? That's just whack. So I wish you nothing but success. It's your man VACAY-J. Again, pivotal moments in your life. If you want to share some pivotal moments for yourself, let me see. Support Gamer says, I know this off topic, but you heard about hold on, guys. Okay, can you hear me? All right. I had to get my water. When you talk a lot, your throat gets dry. All right, so let me see. What's good? Pivotal moments. I keep saying pivotal. Let's see here. Hold on. Yeah. There we go. All right. I don't see what you said, bro. You heard about YouTube couple? Yep. Yeah, that's another subject for another time, family. I can't even get into that right now. I know about what happened with the Vegas YouTubers. That's crazy. That's crazy. But that ain't pivotal at all. That's just crazy. All right, cool. Thank you, Steven. Thank you, Steven. Currently, Steven is number one. Let's go to the community. If you hit that crown, that purple crown there, let's see who number one. Number one right now. In the top fans, in the top commenters right now is Steven Harris. Then we got Support Gaming, and we got Monique 69 Ways. All right, man, hit that like button, share this out so you can be number one in the chat as far as comments go. So, Amarie, boom. Pivot. Here we go. Pivot. We're talking about pivotal moments. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk. Yeah, we'll get into that. You know, on a live and mix it in. Maybe we'll talk about it at the end because it's sad. That's just super sad with what's going on, man. It's just I don't get it. Pivotal. Taraji, yo. Taraji went through some stuff. Monique went through some stuff. They wasn't getting paid. They had to make their voices known. They didn't pivot to another industry. But I'm just saying, like, sometimes you got to stand your ground on your pivot. And with her, she stood her ground. She wasn't trying to move and be like, all right, let me start doing this. Let me start doing that now. With Taraji, she stood her ground and boom, turn around. People apologize. And now she working with Tyler Perry. I'm sure she getting paid a lot of money. Right? But we can talk about Tiana Taylor. Tiana Taylor had to pivot. Now, I don't really know the whole story about Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert and why they broke up. I don't know if she cheated, he cheated. Y'all would know better than I would, right? But I know right now she's still acting. She got a lot of movies coming out, not just stuff with Tyler Perry. I seen something else that I can't really speak of. I saw a screening of another movie that's coming out that's she gonna kill it, right? Like when y'all see it, you're gonna be like, dang. Right. But sometimes you get too close up on the mics. But she's pivoting now with a new love, as y'all know, which is what's the name? Aaron Pierre. Right? Seems to be going well. I wish them nothing but success, but she's moved on from Iman to this guy, Aaron Pierre. What do y'all think about that? Is that a good look? Some people's like, oh, it's an industry setup. I don't know about none of that stuff. I don't know about none of that industry setup stuff. All I know is that they look pretty happy. Anybody looking happy, I don't hate on them. I'm just like, yo, just wish them luck, man. You know what I mean? Because being in a relationship is not easy, period. So I hope that things work out. You know what I mean? But even Sherry Shepherd, wasn't Sherry Shepherd just a comedian and an actress, and then she became like a talk show host? I don't think Sherry Shepherd started off as a talk show host, but she's an example of pivoting as well, right? Because she got on, you know, successful talk show. I think she was doing comedy. She was acting too. But Sherry Shepherd also pivoted to do what she's doing now. Now she's in this movie Straw with Tyler Perry and the whole nine. She did a good job to me. But people got to pivot, man. You got to pivot, man. You know, you got to pivot. Like, don't give up on what you're doing. But you also got to kind of be like, yeah, I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing, right? If I love doing it, I'm not going to stop doing it. But if it's not helping me reach the goal right now, I have to pivot and find something that's going to help me to achieve the ultimate goal. Like I said, the goal doesn't change, but the direction and the method may change, you know? Share if you have any pivotal moments or know anybody that went through some pivotal moments, right? You know? A lot of people that has gone through a lot, man. And it's like, bruh. It's not easy, but it can be done. Like people can achieve their goals without like killing somebody else. You know, somebody I saw, you know, I see a lot of posts on IG, fam. And honestly, man, some of them definitely hit me. Right. And I'll be like, damn, this is good. And the one thing it said, you know, that one thing that came up was you know, don't hate on somebody else in order to achieve your goals. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to stop somebody else from doing what they doing in order to accomplish your goal. You know, that it goes back to the whole dog eat dog world, right? Dog eat dog. You know what I'm saying? Let me step on this guy so I can get to the top. And I'm like, yo, why is that even necessary to do? Why is that even necessary for anybody to do? Like, just step on somebody else's toes in order to reach the top. Like, you got your own challenges. Why are you stepping on somebody else? Don't you understand how karma works? Why are you talking bad about somebody behind their back in order for you to look good? Like, you never look good talking about somebody else behind their back in order for you to elevate. That ain't never a good look. Because you're not going to accomplish what you're going to accomplish. Because people going to be like, yo, if you're talking about him like that, you talking about her like that, you probably going to be talking about me because you talking to me about somebody else. You know what I mean? So you got to be wary of people like that. But yo, let's get to it, man. Another pivot. Here's another pivot. Again, many examples of people pivoting in the industry and in their own life. Right? Y'all know how Lil Meech got into this, right? He didn't know what he was going to do. His father was locked up. Everybody knows Big Meech, right? And then, you know, 50 and whoever else had an idea to do the show. And he didn't know what he was going to do, but 50 sent him to act in school to possibly play his father's role. He did have to try out or whatever. They had to see that he can definitely carry the role. And he wasn't really doing nothing with his life, right? I mean, you know, Little Meech, but turn around 50, put him in acting school for 2 years, and now he's one of the stars of the show. Pivotal moments. I'm gonna get that word right before the end of this. Pivotal moments in life. Well, BMF is coming back. Episode 2, I believe, is directed by the guy that plays Charles. Y'all know his name? The guy that plays Charles. You know, the father of these two and Nicole. So he's supposed to be directing it. Honestly, I'm giving BMF a chance because last season made me lose hope in the show. But this season so far as episode 1, kind of locked me back in. Kind of locked me back in. So we're going to see what happens with this one. I believe I saw a couple clips. Nicole's supposed to be talking to her mama crazy. So we're going to see how that goes because, you know, Lucille about to tear her head off, you know, talking about, yeah, Pastor. Like I saw a clip of that. Saw a clip of B Mickey as well. You know? So we're going to see, you know, B Mickey's going to need help. We saw B Mickey in the first episode with his girlfriend or whatever. And they had a child that had oxygen hose in the nose. Like he going to need whatever money that he need to take care of his baby. So he going to do whatever it takes. What's going on, Launch Report? Great show. High burn with the first. Yeah. Yeah, brother. You know, as you see, we getting the studio back together. So, you know, we got to talk about it. We gotta arrange something so we could talk about BMF and get it to it like we discussed, bro. But yeah, so far so good. Let's see. You know what I'm saying? The executive producer or showrunner, I should say, his name Heather. I went, you know, I saw she was posting some pictures. I think I got some pictures besides this one. I saw she was posting some pictures, you know, from BMF and everything else like that. And I told her, I said, listen, y'all got me locked back in with episode 1. I said, let's see what happens with episode 2. Keep me locked in so we can finish out this thing strong. If this is the last season, let's finish out the season strong. Lamar's back. He got popped by B. Mickey. He's still alive. You know that. They ain't going to do all of that just to pop him and then he's done. No. You know what I mean? Appreciate that support, gaming. Hit that like button. Appreciate you, family. Yeah. Yeah. You remember hearing that? It's supposed to be the last season. Or did 50 say it was the last season? Did 50 say, I believe this is the last season of BMF. Right? What's up? What's up? Ian Moore in the building. He says, especially because Lamar never, right. Okay. In real life, he's still alive, right? Right. So that's what's up. Yeah, man. I'm locked in with this first episode. So if a first episode could lock me back into it because I thought the first episode was good, then hopefully they don't drop the ball, man. I hope they don't drop the ball, man. Don't come out with Lamar with a freaking fire, whatever you call it, man. That damn torch. That joint still pissed me off, dog. Don't come out with a fake, terrible looking Tupac. Don't let the leader of the formidable enemy, right, the Haitian warlord, get popped by his own people in a crossfire. Don't do none of that stuff in this season, please. Okay? All right? Don't do none of that stuff. Okay? Like, I hope they learned. I hope they had like a focus group. You know what I mean? Like a focus group, okay, how do we give us your honest opinion about the last season? And people gonna be like, yo, this was terrible. This was whack. This was not good. This didn't make sense. I hope they had that meeting so they can make this season way better. Okay? Way better. Let's see what y'all talking about. Say you thought, damn, man. What's going on with my throat, man? Maybe I gotta spray this thing. So Lawrence Report says, I thought 50 was trolling, not sure. Okay. I thought this was the last season, dog. I hope it's the last season, please. Yeah, I think this is the last season, Lawrence. I know you like the show. First two will be fire. Episode 3 and 4 will be drag watch. It better not be. Lawrence, it better not be. Because I'm going to drag it. Don't give me no drags. If this is going to be your last season and this supposed to be the comeback season because last season, the previous season was just not good. Not good. I don't care what nobody say. I was not feeling that last season of it all. You know what I'm saying? So they better not drag this. Support Gaming says the real Kato is alive and real. Yet the character dies in the show. This is a made-up universe. Yep, Lamar can go at any time. Yeah. But they're not going to do it because so who said it? Somebody said that the character Meech and T are not even the main characters of their own show. They playing second to Lamar. They playing second to other characters. You know what I'm saying? Like the best thing about last season was the whole debate and going back and forth with Lucille. I said Louise. Lucille and Charles was the best thing about last season. And the doctor. You know what I'm saying? And Charles making up a song and him getting caught and not getting caught and trying to make up and them going back. That was the best thing about last season to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they was down in Atlanta and the whole 9, and then they had that shootout. That was good too. But but this season they better not drag nothing. They better not drag. It is made so there's some truth to it, as they say in the beginning. There's some things that's true, and there's some things that's not. They had to write a story to create this world where it doesn't exactly follow everything that really happened, because if it did follow everything that really happened, then somebody gonna get caught up on some cases. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to talk about this, what happened in the show. You know what I'm saying? And they could be like, nah, it's fake, it's not real. Okay. We need to bring some charges on this, that, and the third. So I'm looking forward to the second. I could have sworn I saved some of this stuff. What y'all think about Bryant, man, coming back? Yo, he coming back with a vengeance, man. He blames Meech. And yeah, that was another thing that happened, right? His son got unalived in jail. Remember that? Yeah, that was sad, bruh. I forgot about that. His son got unalived in juvie. Y'all remember that? That joint was sad. I don't think anybody wants to remember that. But your man coming back with a vengeance, B. Your man Brian coming back with a vengeance. He blames T and Meech for all of it. But really it was his fault because he's the one that put the freaking strap in the safe. The son go gets the strap and pops his bully, and then he gets locked up, and then they grape, G-R-A, grape. They grape his son and then take him out. Bruh, crazy. Yeah. Let me see y'all. See what y'all talking about. Sport Gaming says, no way Meech and Terry had beef with a fake jukebox. Little Wayne clone in real life. Bruh, do not get me started with that Henry character. What's up, Breezy Breeze? Hey, lady. I don't like that, man. Yeah. Hey, what's up? Yeah. Nobody likes this, man. Yo. Nobody been liking, and shout out to the actor, man. He's a good actor. He's a really, really good actor. You know what I'm saying? I know him as Wood Harris's brother, right? But he's been in mad stuff. He was in, Diary of Mad Black Woman. He was in a lot of stuff, but he always plays like a bad guy, right? So it's like he's kind of typecast because he can't play a good guy. You know what I'm saying? Just don't work. But I mean, he's supposed to be a cop, but he's like a bad cop. So we're not supposed to like him, so that means he's doing his job. Henry was a trash villain. I agree. His son going out is all on him. All on him. You right. You absolutely right. All on him. But he's blaming Terry and Meech. It's like, why are you blaming Terry and Meech when you the guy that was trying to go at Terry and Meech and you fumbled the ball and your son watched you put the code into the freaking safe? You know what I mean? So... yeah. Let's see. Sport Gamer says, Snoop from The Wire could have played a better Henry. How about we not even remember that Henry existed? Yo? How about that? I don't even want to remember the character. No disrespect to the actor. You didn't write your part. You didn't create this character. I don't even want to remember that person. I'm not going to call her male or female. I'm going to call her a person, right? Them. I don't want to remember them because I was just like, why? You remember Brees? I'm like, why? Like, come on. But him and Wood Harris, yes, fire actors. Wood Harris, fire actor. Fire. And they've been in mad movies and TV shows, bro. Like, what? It's been like 2 or 3 decades now. You know what I'm saying? 2 or 3 decades, and these guys are still killing it. So I'm looking forward to seeing what his role is going to be. Okay, look. They better not get on my nerves with this back and forth Mexico. We ain't gonna find out what happened in Mexico till probably like episode 8 or 9. Okay, they're gonna drag this out. You know they're gonna drag this out. I mean, I hope they don't get on my nerves with this. Cause I need, you know what I'm saying? Just let me know what happens so then we can move on to like some better stories and y'all don't have to keep playing with us. You know what I'm saying? That obviously Meech got out. It's obvious. Both of them got out of Mexico. It's obvious. Because what happened in Mexico happened, 3 months before we see now Nikki graduating and getting the call from Meech and Lamar coming back, right? So obviously they got out, but still, like, he game. Okay. What's up, James? Yeah, what's good? Said I ain't forget about you, Breeze. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about it. James, you owe Breeze some money. Yeah, you gotta. Hey, that's $20, man. Be a man of your word, James. Listen, you're my namesake, so you gotta be a man of your word. Support Gamer says, yeah, there was never Henry. They was exactly, bro. Let's not even just remember that. What's going on, Antoine Nation? Antoine Nation. Antoine Harris, Queens Nation in the building. What's good? What's good? What's good? Yeah, your boy is back. We got the studio back up and running. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. We good. That's my dog. Let me know you can hear that. Let me know you can hear that. Let me know y'all can hear all of this good stuff. All the stuff you've been missing. All the stuff you've been missing from your boy VACAY. Salute, 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 my guy. Antoine Herring says Terry and Meech fight more than an old married couple. Yeah. Yeah. And then Terry break out the knife. So what you gonna do with that? Meech beat his ass, yo. What you gonna do with that, punk ass? Salute, salute, salute. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No doubt, no doubt. We back in the building. We back. We back. So look, they better not get on my nerves with this whole back and forth with Mexico. Tell me the story. Tell me what happened. Tell me why old boy got a dress on. You had some type of fake date. Tell me what happened. You know what I'm saying? And from what I got some other pictures, but yeah, Nicole, this episode, he directing this episode too. All right, the real person, not Charles, but the real actor. He's directing this episode too. But Nicole, boy, she all grown up now. She 18. She graduated. She got her own car. You know, now she gonna be talking back to Lucille. Oh, you know that whole mother-daughter thing, boy. That whole mother-daughter thing, man. Lucille looking good though, dog. Gonna dag nabbit, you good-looking pastor. Shout out to Nicole. Yeah. The actress. She looking good. Okay? She looking good. I'm gonna give y'all one more. I know that doctor, boy, he's idiot. I know he kicking himself in the ass, boy. That could have been all yours, doc. But no, you messed up, son. You messed up, doctor. Everybody was like, oh, the doctor. He ain't nothing but playing Lucille. Lucille broke up a whole entire marriage only to be cheap. Man, look. Now, look, that was good parts of last season that I was it was enjoyable for me. I don't know about y'all. It was enjoyable for me to watch this whole back and forth with Lucille and Charles. You know what I mean? Sport Gaming says, since the show's not based on reality, Meech and Terry probably getting smoked in season 4. Yeah. That would be something. But then it would be like, nah, that ain't real because I seen them the other day. You know, they got a new documentary. They got what is it, season 2 on the documentary? And Terry's actually talking about, you know, his whole story, like the real Terry Flannery. I think I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that, see what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Since yeah, y'all read that. Nicole dating a dude named, yes, I know, named Bree. Yes, I know. Yes. Yes, I know BMF is a part of the Power Universe. Well, I mean, if they connected with 50, it would make sense, right? I mean, hey, why not? Why not connect it? I ain't gonna be mad. You know. Yes, Brees. We in a new spot. New studio, new everything. You know what I'm saying? I think we're gonna be here for a minute. We getting settled in. So yeah. You're gonna hear more of this, more of that, more everything that you know and love from your boy. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're gonna hear more cursing. You mother. Nah, you ain't gonna hear nothing. Yep. But here we are. And yeah, we're gonna be doing more stuff in the stew. And yeah, I'm still going. You still gonna see me in the VACAY mobile office. You know what I'm saying? When I'm out and about, want to talk to my people, want to talk to y'all. You're gonna see more of that too. Antoine Harris says, Pastor Lucille looking right, my G. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. She looking good. You know what I'm saying? So, but yes, I'm looking forward to episode 2 tonight. What are your predictions? I know Big Mickey's supposed to be coming back. Will we see Lamar? Will we see what happened to Lamar? I hope so. Because they got to answer the question. You see, you can't see nothing because they on two opposite sides. But yeah, they got to ask the question, what happened to Lamar, right? Lamar, you know, B Mickey popped them. They ran. They all ran, and this dude was not laying on the ground. They just saw a blood spot. So he's still alive. He walking around with his shoulder because he got shot in it. What's B Mickey shooting him up in the shoulders? Why you just shoot him in the back? He got shot right up here. Like, B Mickey, you a bad shot, bro. To be unaliving people, what was the season 2? Like, for no reason. Like, you got a bad shot. You just shot him here. Okay. Weird. But we got to keep the story going. Right? All right. So that's going down. Some of y'all, are y'all watching The Chi or what? Y'all watching The Chi? Because some people are, some people not. I don't know, man. Like, I'm watching The Chi. I'm covering The Chi. So you already know. You know how I'm getting down. I want to see this happen for real. I'm ready for this to happen. Stop playing. Stop dragging it out. I really don't care about seeing Bakari and Alicia and yeah, you on a boat and I want to introduce you to a publicist for your book. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm not trying to be cruel or mean or anything like that. I can care less about Bakari's book. I want to see the battle between Nook and Reg. That's what I want to see. I want to see how it's going down. I want to see how Reg is going to maneuver this. I want to see how he's going to get, Jake involved. And I hope Jake don't get caught up to the point that he gets popped. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see what's going to happen with these two right here, but they probably going to drag it out. I know they're going to drag it out because I'm seeing more of Alicia trying to help out this, that, and the third. Why was your message retract? Oh, you erase your message, Brees? Okay. Since the show, okay, I read that. Okay. Yeah, so I'm ready for this. So stop playing. Give me what I want. Give VACAY-J what he wants. What do I want? I want to see how Reg is going to try to take the crew back from this guy right here. Okay. Why is it saying message deleted? I didn't delete these messages. Are you guys deleting your own message? If you're deleting your own message, let me because I'm like, message deleted. I didn't touch anything. So I'm ready for this to happen. And I gotta find out what's gonna happen with Bumpy Johnson now that he got swindled out of his club and freaking Joe Colombo popped the dude. They did a whole rigmarole. So Bumpy Johnson could lose his club and he lost his old friend. All of this and that. All of this and that, man. If y'all ain't watching Godfather Harlem, y'all missing out, fam. Y'all missing out on a good show and good acting. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And I gotta find out what happened with Bumpy, man. Gotta find out what happened with Bumpy Johnson. Godfather Harlem is fire to me. And if y'all ain't watching it, y'all missing out. But if you're watching Divorce Sisters, let me know what your thoughts are on Divorce Sisters. Again, I'm watching. I'm really waiting for this Power Legacy to come. What y'all think about the Power Legacy? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? What do y'all think? You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be good. Somebody had an idea, a concept saying it's going to be good because now Tommy has an opportunity to really show Tariq the game from what he knows and show him and tell him what he doesn't know about Ghost. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to that. Power Legacy moves on. You know what I'm saying? I know they in the gym, so I think Tariq and Braden going to come back all diesel. That's supposed to happen. So we're going to see what happens with that. So, yeah, man. We waiting in the wings. We got some pretty good shows out right now. Pretty good movies out right now. So I'm looking forward to it all. Let me know what you're looking forward to the most. Let me see what you're saying. The crew hasn't been the same without B. Mickey. The family needs to go ahead and form like Voltron. Yeah. Yeah. True. Yeah. Poor Gaming says, I'm here for Power Legacy. People always complaining. I don't know what's up with that, fam. Oh, that's dope. See the fire in my mic. So I don't understand. Well, I do. I do. I do understand what's going on right now. What's going on right now, fam, and let me know if you agree or not. What's going on is that everybody has a platform and everybody can put messages, do a video, do a TikTok video. Everybody got a voice now, and everybody's just going to say whatever they want to say, whether they're contributing to the conversation or they're taking away from the conversation, but they're going to express how they feel about everything, whether they like it or not. And I think, honestly, man, a lot of miserable people out there, bro. People are going through it. I get it. People are going through a lot right now. But, bruh, like, you can't always be miserable, bro. Okay, I'm going to put, there we go. I'd rather look at her than nothing. So, there's a lot of miserable people out there, man. People, relationships are breaking up. People are losing their jobs. People are losing money, right? They're losing their home. Some people getting evicted. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like, for some people, it's not a good time. For other people, they straight. They the bomb. You know what I'm saying? Like, things is going well for them. But everything that has to do with this economy affects some people, but it affects most people. So honestly, the same people that was watching the show a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever the case is, they in a different situation now. You know what I'm saying? They may not be as well off as they was before. So what do? They take their stress and their pain out on shows, content creators, people, whoever. They taking their anger out on people. You know what I'm saying? So if they complaining because, well, they may not like it, but they also not in a good place. You know what I'm saying? Antoine Herring says, Tommy and Tariq had to team up because Raising Canaan is putting them pressure on them like crazy. Yeah. Look, I said from jump. When Raising Canaan came out, I said, this is my #1 book. I've always loved Raising Canaan. Because of the nostalgia, yes. Because it was in the 90s, yes. But also, they got some great actors on there, man. You know what I'm saying? From, Rock, right? Marv. Did y'all know Marv? Did y'all know London Brown, who plays Marv? Did y'all know he was in the show Ballers with Dwayne The Rock Johnson? You know he was in Ballers? He had mad lines too. Like the dude, London Brown, was in mad episodes of Ballin' on HBO. So London Brown been around for a minute, plus he's a comedian. So he's a good actor. You know what I'm saying? Patina Miller, Makai, you know what I'm saying? Haley, right? Haley Kilgore. Now she's going to be on 911. Great actors, yo. Really good acting. So regardless if they in the 90s, the 80s, 2000s, whatever the case is, man, Raising Canaan is, and nothing against Michael Rainey, nothing against, the guy that plays Tommy. Why can't I remember his name? It's weird. Nothing against them. It's just that Raising Canaan just hits a little different. What's up? What's going on? Thank you for coming through. Hit that like button, and tap the screen if you can. If you're on your phone, tap the screen right there. That'll put the like up for me. I appreciate the love and the hearts and all that good stuff. Yes, LaToya Luckett, that's right. We're not talking about her right now. It's just she looks so good that I just got in the background. You know what I'm saying? While we talk about every other show, because she's looking scrumptious. Come on, man. Come on. Let me get another picture. She's looking real good. She's killing it. Huh? Okay, that's a good one. She like, come get me. All right. Yep. So Raising Canaan is my #1. It's always been my #1. If you've been watching me for a couple of years now, you know Raising Kanan has always been my number one book that I love. Ghost, I love Ghost, right? Force, I've learned to like it, okay, because of Tommy, right? But out of all the books, Raising Kanan, Ghost, and then Force. And when we get Legacy, I hope Legacy definitely fulfills what we like. You know what I'm saying? I hope it brings back, because it's Power Legacy. It's not Power Book Legacy. It's Power Legacy, right? So even though it's a spinoff, they taking the book off and it's saying Power Legacy. So this is a continuation of the books, but also a continuation of the OG Power, right? So yeah, man, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Almost 7:20. Okay, one more to go. Okay, got you. Yep. Antoine Heron says, you think this really BMF's last season? If they do numbers and ratings this year, I don't know about that. Yeah, look, I'm going to say it like this. From what I understand from the relationship that has been going on between 50 and the new president of Stars, and then his new relationship, I'm talking about 50 now, his new relationship with Lionsgate and him doing what he's doing with his own channel, right? There's going to be a lot of projects that's coming. We already know about Power Legacy. We already know about Power Origins, right? So there's other stuff that 50 does as well. So I don't know if Stars is going to continue to push it, but if you remember the history of BMF, watched it, because I was kind of around. I was doing music when BMF was out and they got the label going. Now, this is the time period when they went, Meech is in Atlanta. They got the label going. Young Jeezy, they throwing money. They blowing money fast, fam. They blowing money fast down in Atlanta. Puff is involved, all of this stuff. That was right before Meech and Terry got locked up. So this is the season where they're going to start the label. This is the season where they're going to start getting artists. This is the season. So if this is the season where all of that happens before they get locked up, they ain't going to need another season, fam. Because once Terry and Meech get locked up, that's it. BMF is done. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying this has to be the last season, because if this season has to do with them starting the label and right before they got caught and all of this and that, then season 4 for what? What are we doing? We gonna see the life of Lucille and Charles? We gonna follow them? Maybe. I don't know. We gonna follow B Mickey? What happened? Are we gonna see the aftermath of what happens to the family after Meech and T go up north, after they get locked up? I don't know. They can do whatever they want. I'm just saying it makes sense for this to be the last season before they get locked up. And if they're starting the label and blowing money fast and then they get caught in this season, what else we going to be watching? It just makes sense for me for it to be the last season. But like I said, they can do whatever they want. They can do whatever they want. Let's just say Paz should be in Power Legacy. Why? What we need Paz for? Paz was in Ghost. She lost her son. Is Paz going to be going after Tariq now because she thinks that Tariq is the one that popped her son? Are they going to spin the block on that? I'm tired of Paz. I'm done with Paz. I'm good. I don't need to see Paz. Me personally, Paz has no purpose at this point. But that one purpose to try to get Tariq back. But I don't even think, who knows where they're going to be at? You know what I'm saying? They saying Power Legacy, they may shoot off to Cali. Like the original plan from Tommy. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? Who knows where they're going to be? They may be back in New York. They may stay in Chicago. They ain't going to stay in Chicago. Okay, I know that. But if they're doing Power Legacy, maybe they go back to New York, or maybe they go to Cali. Or maybe they go someplace where we don't even know, right? But they're not staying in Chicago, right? They can do whatever they want. At this point, they can do whatever they want. I don't write the daggone show. Pa's going to become a vigilante to hunt down. She ain't doing all that, fam. That's what I'm saying. Pa's not doing all that. Pa's ain't even built like that, bro. Yeah, she get angry. Paz ain't built like that. Paz should go after Tommy and Tariq. For what? Is she going to be a formidable enemy? Is she going to be a queen pin now? Come on, man. Paz don't got it like that. Paz going to be the main villain. No, who says that? Who's saying this? Power Universe is really the only moneymaker on the channel. I don't think they're going to kill BMF. I think Terry might step and keep it going. If he got that relationship and power to do so, who knows? Like I said, I can't tell you. I don't work for Stars, but I can tell you that if we are telling a story that we're telling right now about BMF and 50 has already moved on from this, and this is, you know what I'm saying, there's other stuff for him to do, and we're now moving into the Power Legacy and the Power Origins. The Power Origins and Legacy, that's going to be a lot of work. That's going to be a lot of work. I mean, season 3 of Force is already filmed, so we're going to get that in the fall. We ain't worried about that. That's already in the can, right? But Power Origins and Power Legacy, that's going to be a lot of work to focus on. Ooh, you know, we ain't really going to need BMF, you know. And I ain't even hating on BMF. I'm just saying, like, what's the... I don't need... I'm just personally, I'm good. Like, you give me this last season and you make it good, I'm good. Thank you. This was great, BMF. Appreciate it. Let's move on. I need my Power Legacies. I need my Raising Kanan. I need my Power Origins. That's what I need. That's just me personally. That's just me personally. You know what I'm saying? That's just my preference. Yeah. What do you say? Paz, the next Colombiana. Yeah, crazy. See, that support game with your jokes. Let me change the pick. What else we got? All right, Shorty, yeah. Rocking with Shorty today. We rocking with Latoya Luckett today. If Tommy and Tariq go to LA, Effie could go to Stanford and move product. Okay. I'm with that. I'm with that idea. Totally with that idea. Sport Gaming says Woody is done with playing Kane, so he never coming back. Drew, actor, likely done too. Only Diana might come back. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with Diana, the only one, Latoya. I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? If Kane don't want to come back, cool. Let him run off in the sunset. Cool. We just won't see you know, the whole back and forth of Effie and Kane anymore. Even though a lot of people say, yo, Effie and Kane are really soulmates. They're really the ones that should be together, not Tariq and Effie. All right? So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not seeing Kane or Drew. Drew could stay in Paris, draw, do what he needs to do, paint some walls, whatever he wants to do. All right? Okay? I'm cool with that. What do you say? Diana might come back. Okay. He says Terry has a brand new documentary without Meats. Yes. I was talking about that earlier, fam. But isn't that still associated with 50? I mean, it's season 2 of the documentary of Blowing Money Fast. Isn't that still associated? I don't know. DeMarcus says Paz could go after Tommy and Tariq for the unalivement of Angela and Junior. Paz could help Don Carter get out of jail. How can Paz help Don Carter get out of jail when we already got homeboy? All right, his homeboy locked him up and going to keep him locked out. So how is Paz going to help? I want to know that. DeMarcus says Effie gonna be around. She ain't going to know. She gonna be around. She getting work. She gonna be around. Sport Gamer says would be interesting if Diana, Kane, and Drew had ran a family business together in honor of Monet and Lorenzo. Yeah, but they don't really get along. What up, Brandon? What's going on, man? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for hitting that like button for your boy. Thank you for stopping through. Appreciate it, man. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. Like I said, we don't know what they're gonna write, But okay, let me put this. Yeah, I like this picture of Latoya looking, man. Looking good. She's looking good. Let me see. Effie should get smoked in episode 111. Yo, man, why y'all hate Effie so much? Effie helped out, man. Remember, she helped out. This last season, she was more helpful. Okay, remember she had to go get the computer stuff. She was doing a lot of stuff. Remember she was playing like Braden was hurt, and then she supposed to go to the bathroom, but she went into the officer's computer and jacked up whatever and got the information. Remember she was helping out this last season ago. So why y'all effing Effie right now? You know what I'm saying? Effie all right with us right now. You know what I'm saying? She was helping out Tariq and Braden, bro. So yeah, I still hate Effie, dog. Look, I'm down with Diana any day. You know what I'm saying? But Effie helped out, fam. DeMarcus says Kane could make a cameo in Power Legacy. Yeah. I'd rather he make an appearance in Force, because then we'll get the immediate answer as to where he ran off to, right? Or where Tariq or whoever kind of said, yo, meet me in Chicago, we got some work. We're going to get this, that, and the third. We could take over this. You know what I'm saying? What if Kane goes to Chicago, right? And Tommy and Tariq, who I call TNT, don't bite. Well, y'all can say it. I call Tommy and Tariq TNT. So if you hear anybody else say TNT, you know they biting off of vacay, okay? TNT, Tommy and Tariq, okay? Okay, so Effie is a wankster and a fraud. Dang. DeMarcus got hate for Effie. Bruh, I'm sorry. Support Gamer says, can never give Effie a pass for shooting at Tariq and Braden in season 3. Okay. Look, I feel you. I'm just saying. She working for the boy right now. She is working for your boy Tariq right now. Okay? She a worker. What we gonna do? We're gonna keep hating her? Obviously, Tariq trusts her enough to take over the whole college thing and do that again. But he's the boss. He's running the whole show. He's the supply. He's the guy. He's the boss. You know what I'm saying? He's like a ghost. Okay? So Effie is working for Tariq right now. So what we gonna do? DeMarcus says the timeline don't add up for Kane and Tariq to come to Force. Well, fam, we are going to see that phone call, fam. That phone call was Tommy, bro. We gonna see Tariq show up in Force, bro. And why would it not line up? Like, this is after Ghost. Tariq gets the phone call from Tommy. Your boy Kane is still on the run. Kane is still on the run right now. So what you mean the timelines don't match up? The last time we seen Kane, he was on the run. He took Effie's money. He's on the run. Right? So if and when Tariq, Braden, Effie, or not, goes to Chicago to help out Tommy, they're going to line up. They're going to line up CBI. They're going to do whatever they need to do to get up out of there or get Tommy up out of there or whatever, or just shut everything down in Chicago. We'll see what happens. And maybe we find out what happens to Kane. Maybe. I don't know. All right, the damn show. So, yeah, Force timeline still way behind. Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to speed it up. Look, they can do a time jump at any time. At any time, they can do a time jump. This last season, they better do a time jump, because if Tariq ain't in Force, it ain't going to be a good season, yo. Me personally, I don't think if Tariq and Braden don't show up to help Tommy and whatever, and to fill that hole that they left at the end of Ghost, if Tariq don't show up, fam, that joint, I don't know. I don't know if Force going to be good. I don't know. Force season 1 and 2 only took place after Ghost season 1. And the cop said Ghost passed away months ago. Okay. Force timeline is behind. Power Book 2. Remember, Kate is still in the hospital. Okay. Look, bro. They could. I don't know if we get it by now. Let's understand that they can do whatever they want, bro. They can speed that timeline up, being that this is the last season of Force. They can bring it to the same timeline as Ghost and make that happen. They can. What else are they going to do? If they keep it behind and Tariq don't show up, Brady don't show up, or, okay, how about this? I'll take this alternative. I'll take this alternative thought. Here's the alternative thought. Let me change the picture first. Here's the alternative thought, okay? This LaToya Luckett Day. For those that joining us, this fine ass LaToya Luckett Day. All right, look, we talking about Ghost and Force. I'll take this timeline. I'll take this exception as far as the thinking. If Force's timeline is behind, right? And Tommy does what he does in this last season of Force, and boom, he gets up out of there, He makes his way out, blah, 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 blah. If Tariq doesn't come at all and the show ends, but they give us an end credit scene where Tommy meets up with Tariq, which will lead into Power Legacy, I'll take that. If Tariq doesn't show up at all and Tommy does what he does in his timeline, in his universe, in his space to finish out this season, dolo, no Tariq, no Braden, no Effie, no nothing, and he gets out of this, and then at the end, if you give me an end credit scene at the end of Force where Tommy actually connects with Tariq, which then leads us into Power Legacy, I will accept that. I'll accept that. What do you say, Support Gaming? What if Force ends with Tommy calling Tariq on the phone? And yeah, I didn't even read your message, but yeah, I'm kind of saying the same thing. Yeah. I didn't even read your message. I was looking. Hey, LaToya, let me go watch the new show. Yeah. The new episode, right? Yeah, I watched. I tried to watch it, fam, and then I saw what happened, and then I kind of got distracted. So I'll accept that. I will accept. Let me see if I still got that picture. I will accept if Tommy does what he does, and at the end of Force, it's either the phone call or they link up. Okay? At the end of Force, they link up. Okay, I'll put them up there. At the end of Force, Tariq and Tommy TNT link up, and then that will lead us into the legacy, right? And then either they're going to be back in New York, they're going to be in LA or California, which was Tommy's original plan, or wherever the writers want to take them. Okay, I'll take that. And then we can have Raising Kanan bring us into Power Origins, right? Bree's going to take out Unique. Bree's going to take out Snaps and Pops, or Kanan's going to take out Snaps and Pop, right? Once Kanan finds out the truth of who took out Crystal, Fame, right, and OC, right? I want Tariq and Brady. What you say, Support Gamer says, I want Tariq and Brady and Tommy as the new big three. I mean, it can happen, but Braden ain't gonna be Braden. Nah, Braden the worker right now. He's resenting the fact that he was an addict, got caught up on He was getting high on his own supply. Now he's a worker for Tariq. He was a partner with Tariq, but because he became an addict and got all caught up with that girl and this, that, and the third, was unaliving people and being sloppy, that's why Tariq was like, yo, you can't work with me. You got to work for me, dog. So I don't know if Braden going to be on that level. Maybe he redeems himself. I mean, because Braden was saving Tariq like mad times in Ghost. Let us not forget that. Braden many times rescued Tariq out of a lot of trouble. Remember that? So if he redeems himself somehow, some way that, you know, maybe we don't see it, but him doing the work and being a worker, maybe he redeems himself and then he gets back on the level of a partner with Tariq. Then maybe that, what you saying right there, Sport Gaming, Tariq, Braden, and Tommy as the new big three, that's a possibility. It's possible. DeMarcus says, I hope we get at least, yeah, you've been saying this a lot, brother. I hope we do. Okay? I hope we do, just to satisfy your desire, sir. Because you've been saying that a lot. Sport Gamer says, Braden is Tariq's Tommy. They better not smoke him. I think they're trying to stay away from that. I think we in our minds are like, yeah, you know, Braden is just like Tommy. Remember we were saying that? Nah, Braden is not Tommy. Or they're not going to do that. Unless he redeems himself from that whole mess that he had in the last season of Ghost. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was his boy. You know what I'm saying? They was partners and then he was getting sloppy. You know what I mean? So unless Braden redeems himself, there's no way that Braden will ever be like Tommy. No way. Because right now, he's Mr. Sloppy Slop, and he's just a worker right now. You're just a worker. You're not the boss. You're not a partner. You're none of that. So he got to redeem himself. Origins, fam. Give me my origins, yo. I know these are not going to be the actors because they're probably way older now. There's going to be some new people as far as Tommy and Ghost. So give me what I want. Give us what we want, family. Give us what we want. And then come back and answer my question of who Juke called on the daggone phone. I need that answer from Raising Canaan from the last season. Okay, I need that answer. I need to know if your boy smoked rock or not. I believe that he did. Some people believe that he didn't. Okay, I need all of that answered in these final seasons. I need all of that answered in these final seasons. So stop playing. Let us know what happened to Rock. And again, I'm trying not to talk about it so much because I'm like, yo, we can't even get nothing till next year. So I'm not even going to like tease myself. I'm not even going to do it. But are we going to see this? Are we going to see Rest in Peace Rock? I think we will. Unfortunately. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to go into it, fam, because you already know. We can get into it, talk about it for days. But yes, I'm looking forward to the legacy. I'm looking forward to all of that good stuff. I just want to thank y'all for rocking with your boy. Thank you for rocking with me, man, all this time. We are back. Studio is back. And just expect to get... All right, calm down. Just expect to get some more quality stuff from your boy, as I have been doing. I appreciate your love, your support. If you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay. Hit your boy with a like button. If this is your first time, subscribe. Appreciate you. Keep on locking in with your boy. We got more stuff to talk about, more content coming, more fire content coming your way. Again, if you're watching this, type in below any other people that you believe had pivotal. I said it right this time. Pivot. I told you by the end of this live, I was going to have it right. Pivotal moments where they were going in one direction and they had to pivot and do something else in order to get to the same goal or achieve whatever fame or fortune, whatever it is. On a music tip, fam, I did talk about, Lil Wayne's album in the last live, so check that out. Let me read my people's things. And there you go with the F Rock again. Rock is not deceased. It's a fake out, like when Kanan shot Howard in season 1. Okay, we'll see. Support game is Tommy. He said so. Tommy's a simp. 2026. Braden definitely a simp. Braden, look, Braden is done, man. James says the Carter 6 is booty. I agree, sir. It is basura, aka trash. Sport Gaming says Tommy crashed out many times and it's high. Yeah, he did, but when it was time to get busy, Tommy handled his thing. But Tommy, it was never at the point where he got so sloppy that Ghost was like, yo, I'm done with you. I mean, we're done because you smoking the whole thing up. It never got to that point where Ghost was like what Tariq was doing, where Tariq was like, bro, get it together, man. Man up. You know what I'm saying? You dealing with the pressure. I'm dealing with the pressure too. We never got a conversation like that I can remember. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ghost wanted to be out because he was going to be a politician. That's what I remember. And Tommy didn't want him to do that, nor did Tasha. That's what I remember. But Tommy didn't get so high where it was like it was messing up business. You know what I'm saying? Like, Braden got so bad it was messing up business. Like, they could have got locked up for real after he took out the freaking dealer that messed up his little girlfriend, remember? So, yeah, man. Yeah. But it never messed up business, fam. Yep. Oh, y'all going back and forth. Yo, chill, fam. Chill. Peace, man. You see me? Peace. Peace be unto you. Y'all gotta chill. Y'all on the same team, okay? Tommy was close to messing up the business over Holly. Yeah, but then he strangled Holly and then it was done, right? So he handled it. Holly's gone because of Tommy, right? Tommy handled it. All right. So you remember what he's about to do to what's the name? Not Rashida. Whatever name Lala was playing. He was about to smoke her too until she said the right thing. So Tommy handled it. Even though he was simping, whatever. He was like, yo, I'm all about loyalty, B. What you about? You know what I'm saying? Tommy, at the end of the day, whether he got high or not, Tommy handled whatever needed to be handled, especially the loose ends. Proctor, everybody. Tommy handled it. Okay. He did. He did support gaming, but then he took her out, right? She ain't lived to just be like, Tommy told me James St. Patrick's name is Ghost. Nah, bro. Thank you, Lakeisha. Thank you. Remember, he was about to smoke Lakeisha when he was like, yeah, I'm all about loyalty. What you all about? He was testing her and she said the right thing and he put the strap back. Remember that? So, yeah. Tommy, who did Tommy snitch to? What are you talking about? Lakeisha was a snitch. Lakeisha was the one that signed papers. That's why Tasha took her ass out. What you talking about? Tommy unalived themselves. What are you talking about, man? Tommy telling Holly that James was Ghost led to her telling Angela, which almost destroyed the organization. Okay. Everybody was a snitch. You know why? You know why everybody was a snitch? Because James, Tasha, right, and Tommy work with who? Angela. And who was Angela? Mother freaking feds, yo. So they all snitches, yo. They all snitches because they all was working with mother freaking feds, even though Angela was trying to help him out. Still, they was all snitches. He just as much to crash out. Ghost just didn't have enough sense to cut him off until too late. At least Tariq ended that early with break. Exactly. That's why I was saying, that's my point, support gaming. That's why Braden will never be Tommy. Never. Because we seen it. We seen it. Okay. Whether it was similar ways, nah. But he will never be. Braden would never. Tommy dry snitched on Dre by getting a location tracker from Angela and told Angela when to turn it. Yeah. I just said all of them are snitches because they working with Angela and Angela's the feds. All of them. Okay? All of them were snitches. All of them. You working with the feds directly, bro. James St. Patrick was boning the mother freaking seeing y'all. I don't know why it's freezing up. Yeah, y'all going in. Y'all going in. Y'all going in on the power tip. I get it. I get it. Look, y'all keep it going, fam. Y'all keep it going. It's time for me to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for this conversation today. We can go on and on about power. Remember, they was all snitches because they was working with Angela. It is what it is. But I appreciate y'all. Oh, Tariq definitely. Tariq definitely, all right? Definitely a snitch. Definitely setting up with what's the name? The freaking governor. What was his name? Tate. Like he did all that stuff. All of that stuff. All right. I appreciate y'all, man. Kane snitched on Tariq to Ramirez. But then he took out Ramirez. Kane was a hater anyway. See, y'all getting me going. Kane was a hater on Tariq anyway because Kane, Kane felt like Tariq was the new son, the son that got all the love that Kane always wanted from his mother. You know what I'm saying? So Kane was a big snitch and he would do anything to take Tariq out. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. But look, I'm out, fam. I appreciate y'all. Y'all keep it going, though. Y'all keep it going. I'm going to see you next time on the live. Appreciate you. Thank you, Vacay, VIPs, MVPs. Thank you to the members. Thank you to everybody, family. Look out for the next recaps. BMF, we're going to talk about it. Look out for the Shy recaps. Look out for the Godfather Harlem recaps. And, yeah, we may do a lot of discussion on BMF depending on how good the episode is. I have a feeling it's going to be real good. Maybe, who knows? But if BMF's episode 2 is real good, maybe we do something live on Saturday. We'll see. But keep your notification bells on. Keep it locked. I appreciate the love, the support, fam. All right? It's your man, Vacay. And I'm going to see y'all next time. Salute.